Peace, everyone. How y'all doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrines Google Hangout. It's your host, Carl Albert Davis, and I'm ready to get it in with the unseen soldier. He called into my show last night as if he had animosity. My show co-host, Mr. Andrew, said, "Get away with that gay conversation and all of this and stuff. I have no host today. So it's noon. I'm calling him to see if he want to talk." Seems like he's still not answering the phone, so we're gonna hold off a little bit, but it's all good. I got old videos. He said he got videos and stuff. Let's see what he can pull out and what it'll determine. Let's see what I can pull out. Let's see. We'll pull this out.
When Africa Bear Body got stabbed, the next day we went to his house to see who stabbed him, and he gave me a picture of the young man that stabbed him. When I looked at the picture, the dude looked like me as a baby. Like, damn, he was a young boy. He was a baby. And I knew from there why he stabbed. Now, Bear never told the reason why the boy stabbed him, but I put two and two together. That's all I needed. And then sometime later, they called up to Hot 97 and tried to tell the story. He said that, he fell asleep and woke up with Bam giving him oral sex with his finger in his behind, and he stabbed him and he stabbed Ahmed. So, throughout some time, I've been going to certain brothers that was down in the Zulu that was in position, telling them, we need to pull Bam to the side and check him on some of the, on the things that I was hearing about that was still going on, but everybody kept brushing it to the side because they already knew this to be going on with Bam. So eventually, last year when the Million Man March came about, is when it just broke. I let loose and I made the video. So I made the video before Ron Savage actually came out. Everybody thought that Ron Savage came out first. No, I came out first. But what happened was when I made the video, certain members of the Zulu Nation reached out to me and told me, like, listen, like Muhammad Islam, for example, he created the Zulu Warriors and he was employing up to 120 people on security jobs. So he was like, if you do this, you're going to destroy us. And I was a part of them. So I said, you know what? I want it to go away anyway. It's embarrassing. So I'm going to take the video down. Then out of nowhere,
Bam gave me a picture and I was going to kill the boy for Bam. See, he don't tell y'all that. And because he don't tell y'all that, you don't know
when Africa
he was in
got stabbed.
bed with Bambaataa to murder the boy that Bambaataa date raped. Now, do that hold any significance in the conversation that we having? Because if Hassan Campbell came out and told the world that he was going to kill that boy for Bambaataa, would y'all have cared? Would y'all have cared? Now, let's go to Khalil Amani talking shit about Ron Savage.
Hey, people, what's good? I am Mr. Khalil Amani, and this is Khalil Amani's World. Just want to come back with another video. Yesterday, I did a video on old Ronald B. Stinger Savage and Israel Doctrine. But I got to admit, I didn't watch the whole video. I probably caught the last, maybe, 35, 40 minutes of the video. And I did my video based on that. But this morning, I woke up and I said, let me go back to the beginning. and listened to this video, and I noticed that old Ron, bee stinger, he called my name within the first 3 or 4 minutes. I said, oh, well, let me just listen to the video, see what he's saying. So, of course, he was going on to say how me and Layla Wills are striking Israel Doctrine's channel. He bought Israel Doctrine over there for some sympathy. Although those of you who saw the video, you realize that Ronald had no sympathy for Izzy at all. Because everything that Israel Doctrine tried to talk about, Ronald basically rejected. He rejected. But I want to talk a little bit more about that video. And yeah, I just want to talk about that video because I believe that Ronald Big Stinger Savage allegedly, maybe, possibly, that old Ron might be off of his medications. I don't know if he takes them like morning, noon, and night, 3 times a day. I'm not privy to his HIPAA information. But apparently some of those medications don't have him thinking right. This is just my opinion, in my opinion. Because I believe that Ronald Savage is truly out of touch with reality. I think he's out of touch. And I'm going to give you some examples of Ron being totally out of touch with reality. In fact, and indeed, Ronald Savage is out of touch with reality. I mean, you can hear it in the things he talks about. He's on the defense. He's on the defense against me. He's on the defense against Layla Wills. And he's even on the defense against, Izzy.
So Ron Savage is on the defense against all these people that want to harm him. They want to take Ron Savage's life. So Ron Savage is doing what he had to do to save his life. Ron, bring your ass over here and take this picture before we kill your ass. Okay. Ron, do this before we kill your ass. Okay. Do this before we kill your ass. That's how he feel when anyone speaks to him. But they want me to attack Ron so they can get Ron medicated dumb ass to attack me. They've been trying to do it ever since the beginning. And the main culprit, bitch ass nigga, unseen soldier in Tawana Allen, and not Tawana Allen, but what's that bitch name from Uncensored Country Community Speaks or whatever the fuck. Latasha Pope bitch ass and all them hoes over there and Mr. Shame dude and shit. They wanted to attack me and make me attack Ron Savage. I'm not a bitch ass nigga. I don't take counsel from bitch ass niggas. Or bitch ass females or whoever. You don't give me counsel. If you do give me counsel, it's my motherfucking job to take it or say fuck your counsel. 9 out of 10, I say fuck everybody counsel. So don't feel bad if I ever say fuck your counsel.
Carly Carl, Israel Doctrine. He's got his dukes up and he's on the defense against all of us.
So all of us, they want me to be one of them now. He against all of us. Because Carly Carl tried to speak to him. He defensive. And all of us, we over here trying to kill this motherfucker and persecute him and shit. And he got his defenses up. But they want me to be one of them now.
We're all the enemy. Even Israel Doctrine is the enemy, unbeknownst to Izzy. Unbeknownst to Izzy, he's on the cutting block too.
Never been on the cutting block. Ron Savage will easily say, Israel Doctrine is my friend. We this and that. What the fuck y'all doing? When they go over there and they be trying to attack me and shit. Because it's true. Me and Ron Savage is friends. For us, I know. He never told me you a bitch ass nigga. You not my friend. This, that, and that. He tried to warn me. Stop talking about the first gay family and shit. Because the Zulus going to be put in a lawsuit and shit. And I don't want you in the lawsuit. And this and that and everything else. Giving me counsel. And I'm telling them, Ron, I'm gonna do what the fuck I do. I hear what you say. I say the same motherfucking thing I said to him that I say to you all. I take your counsel if I feel it's needed, but if not, motherfucker, keep your counsel.
And listening to the video that they did together the other day, it's clear that Ronnie Ron ain't really feeling Carly Carl. So let me go over and show you the video I'm talking about. This is Ronald Savage's page.
So this is Khalil being a bitch ass nigga and trying to find when me and Ron Savage disagree to try to psych some shit up to have me and Ron go at it. Did we go at it? No. How we went at it? Nope. But Unseen Soldier pumps his bitch ass up and try to get me and Ron to go with it. Well, I told you this and I did this, man. Fuck you and your whole goddamn life, nigga. Crash your truck and kill yourself, bitch.
I'm on YouTube, and this is Ronald Savage's page, and I'm talking about this video. Now, we're going to play a portion. We're not going to play the...
Now, I'm going to show y'all the video. Make sure I'm showing the right thing, because I've been showing some shit I ain't supposed to show. Cut that shit off. See, I told you I've been to show some shit I ain't supposed to show. But the video ain't up, so I got to get the video up so y'all can see it. We're going to click it like this. We're going to go to the time marker. 3:36. Do 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 do. 3:36. There it is. Now we can start the video where y'all can see it, where I can share it with y'all. I love this shit so much. See, Khalil the Money is on Ron Savage page. Me and Ron is talking. So let's take that off and let you hear the audio again.
Video. We're going to play the audio of, to give an example. This was about 2 days ago or so. Yeah, 2 days ago when they were on the channel together. That's right. But I know that Ronald Beaststinger Savage is looking to strike me at any turn if I do something like play his videos. I'm not going to play his audio, but I'm not going to play his visuals, but I'm going to play a snippet of his audio. And under copyright, under the Fair Use Act, copyright section 107, I can use a part of Ronald's video for purposes of teaching and education. Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, it's called a fair use disclaimer.
Yeah, You see how he talk? Because he's scheming in his head. That's what niggas do when they scheming.
Under copyright 107. Yeah. In other words, YouTube allows us to use pieces of other folks' artistic or literary or educational work within reason. And we can use it for deconstruction and criticism and commentary. You can't get a strike for using someone's audio if you are doing a deconstruction or a criticism or a critical analysis of someone's words. So that's what we're going to do.
Though Layla Wills, Troy Star Terrain, and all the people that he run with does it, he does it. Well, the nigga use too much of my shit, I'm a striker. Me, I said, you can use all my shit. You ain't got to screw and chop it. You can just put it up there. I'm not going to flag you. Bitch ass niggas scared to play any of my audio or video because they think I'm going to flag them. I'm not, you got my word. I'm never going to flag you. Niggas scared as fuck to play it though. Because they know he going to come back and respond to that shit.
So although Ronald B. Stinger Savage, he might try to strike this video, he might. YouTube is going to reject it based on the Fair Use Act, Section 107. Okay, I just wanted to get that out for, in case he's thinking about, oh, I'm gonna strike him now because he played my audio. I can play your audio. And honestly, I've never had a problem with Israel Doctrine playing my audio. My problem with Israel Doctrine was that he would play my audio, he would play my visuals, and then he would lie, and then he would use my own pictures to put up as his thumbnails. He went overboard with the usage, is what I'm saying. But I want to talk about that.
Hey, you can't be fucking with that boy Israel Doctrine. He'll go overboard on your motherfucking ass.
The video that you saw, or that I saw earlier, and show you that Ronald Savage he's out of touch with reality. I mean, if you go back and listen to the video of Carly Carl versus Ronnie Ron, it was very antagonistic. It was very in the spirit of fighting. Although they kept it respectful, because they have a friendship. They did not agree on pretty much anything. And I have to say, I actually agreed more with old Carly Carl, Israel Doctrine, than I did with old Ronnie Ron, B. Stinger, Ronald Savage. And it's a sad day. It is a sad day when Khalil Amani has to agree with Izzy over Ronald Savage. It's a sad day. But that's where we're at. I watched the video and I said I actually agreed with some things that Izzy was saying. I think this guy, Ronnie Ron might be off his meds again. Something's going on with this guy. He's not in touch with reality. There was one point in the video where Izzy tried to make the connection between Barack Obama and Layla Wills, a photo op. We don't know that woman's business with Barack Obama. We can speculate that it was just a photo op. We can speculate that maybe Layla Wills had a working relationship with Barack Obama. We can speculate until the cows come home. Until Layla.
Or we can say Layla Wills gave him head. We can say anything. Why don't you say anything? Because that's your friend. You trying to be respectful, ain't you? Fuck that bitch.
Still speaks on the picture in question. We're just all speculating on the dynamics of that relationship between Barack Obama and Layla Wills. It's speculation. All we know is that they came into close contact with one another and a picture was taken.
She could have been the Black Monica Lewinsky. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
You can read into it whatever you want. And so on one hand, Izzy reads into that picture as there's some collusion going on from the highest levels of the American government between Barack Obama and Layla Wills.
So it's Obamonomics. It's Islamic Zulu, Moors, terrorists, Black Hebrew Israelites that attack me. I don't see no civilians attacking me, only Islamic, Zulu, Kemetic, Moors, Black Hebrew Israelite terrorists. Because the Black Hebrew Israelites and the Nation of Islam is one and the same. Where you think Yahweh ben Yahweh come from? Where you think he got a good portion of his teachings from to fuck them people down there in Miami and this nigga and his wife, and possibly in the future he was gonna fuck his daughter? Where do you think Yahweh ben Yahweh got this shit from? From the NOI.
That's what Izzy read into it. Izzy read into it that Layla Wills is very connected to the government. Conversely, Ron, Bee Stinger, he says, no, Izzy. It's a photo op. Obama wasn't even the president at the time. There's no connection to it. Don't you think for a minute that Layla Wills is really that connected to the government or to the president? No, she isn't. So they argued about that. I'm not going to play that. But I thought it was funny that people can take a picture and have a strong opinion one way or the other.
Kind of like a picture of your grandson mouthing your feet. Somebody have a strong opinion about that. Do y'all remember when that preacher from Atlanta was in the bathtub? You couldn't tell if he had short pants, drawers on, or what. And he had his granddaughter in there. And then his stupid ass daughter took the picture and posted the motherfucker. And everybody like, what is that grown ass man doing in the tub with his granddaughter? Granddaughter in there. She nude, and if we don't know no better, we can't see under them sub. That nigga probably in that motherfucker nude too. That shit ain't right. Cause it's certain shit that you do in the black community. If somebody see it, they gonna say it ain't right. And Khalil fed his stinking ass toes to his grandchild. Could have gave that child mouth, hand, and foot disease. Well, don't nobody want to talk about that. They want to say, well, Carl started looking his shit up and he said he was going to look up porn. So the nigga was looking up porn. What type of porn? Mouth and foot disease? Porn where grown ass men feed to their grandchildren and children and shit? Did you see that type of porn? No, because Carl didn't find that type of porn. But anyway.
Way or the other about a picture that old Ron and old Carr, both of them don't know what the picture was about. Until you hear Layla Wills speak on the picture, that is all speculation, innuendo, and supposition, and theory, and hypotheses, and I think, and I believe, and cap, and I'm guessing. That's all it is. So both of them were speculating about a picture of Layla Wills and Barack Obama that they both are ignorant of the exact nature of the picture and the relationship and what they had going on back when the picture was taken.
But let's deal with it a little bit now, because see, they said he's trying to say I'm ignorant and speculating, right? Layla Wills was trying to sell that documentary to Netflix. I fucked up the Netflix money. Who is over Netflix? Who sit on the chairs of Netflix? Is it Michelle and Barack Obama? Do your research and see if Michelle and Barack Obama don't sit on major chairs for the Netflix franchise. If Layla Wills is friends with the Obamas, who they call Islamic terrorists, that's why the Islamic, Zulu, Moors, Comedics, Black Hebrew Israelite Nation of Islam niggas and shit be after me. I'm just showing y'all how to tie this shit together. Remember, Carl got sight beyond sight, because I'm not looking from no ignorant ass perspective or point of view.
That's number one. It's just amazing that people have such strong opinions about pictures, about snapshots. A picture takes that fast and the picture's over. For all we know, the picture could have been snapped and Layla could have walked off. Thank you, Mr. President. But the way these YouTubers read into things, you would think they were there and know. As Ronald Savage loves to say, were you there? When it comes to Bambaataa, he loves to say, was you there? And so I say to Izzy and old Ronnie Ron, was you there? If you wasn't there, then you don't know the magnitude. You don't know what the picture entailed. You don't know the nature and the dynamic of the relationship between Layla Wills and Barack Obama. So just shut up. The most you can say.
You don't have a imagination, and you can't imagine what them two would be together for. Because there's really no reason for them to be together. But some collusion type shit, from my perspective.
Is that they met each other. They stood for a second or two to take a picture. That's all you can say. Everything else you might say is your own warped opinion. So that's one thing that they didn't have. They bumped heads. I said they bumped heads. Yeah. Another thing that old Carly Carl and old Ronnie Ron, they bumped heads about the stabbing of Africa Bambaataa. Again, with old Ronnie Ron, Bee Stinger, resorting to the most simplistic and basic argument in the known universe. Was you there? Was you there? Was you there? That's what Ronald has for anything that seems to go against Africa Bambaataa. Anything negative against Africa Bambaataa, he resorts to the nursery rhyme, the kindergarten, the most, juvenile retort and response. Was you there? Was you there? Was you there? And Izzy has to take that crapola. Izzy has to take that crapola out of being friendship and not wanting to lose the relationship he has with Ronald B. Stinger Savage. The next thing they bumped heads on when Izzy starts talking about Hassan taking a picture to murder the young Spanish man for Africa Bambaataa. What did old Ronnie Ron say about that? Did Ronnie Ron B. Stinger agree with Izzy talking about Hassan being given a picture to go make a hit on the boy that stabbed Bambaataa? No, again, they bumped heads for the third time. What was Ronald B. Stinger's retort, clap back for Izzy saying that Hassan took a picture to murder the boy for Bambaataa? What was Ronnie Ron's response? His response was, I don't believe anything that Hassan says. Everything Hassan says is a lie. Oh, this guy, Ronald, I think he's off of his meds. He has the most juvenile clapbacks that wouldn't hold water in the court of law. And I was actually kind of on Izzy's side. I'm like, damn, Izzy, fight back, Izzy, swing back, Izzy, give him a polo punch, boom, knock him out, Izzy. But Izzy, for the sake of their relationship and their friendship, and not wanting to be cast away by the third person closest to the Bambaataa story, first Hassan, then Khalil, and now Ronald Savage. He didn't want to lose Ronald Savage, so he walks on eggshells and he doesn't respond, he doesn't retort.
So, number one, if I had no problem losing her son, Khalil, why do I have a problem losing Ron? If I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, right? But it shows that at some point I gave a fuck, even to the point. Hello? Hello? Forgive me. I gave a point at some point. I gave a fuck with her son and Khalil and also Ron. And the way I let Ron get away with shit, I let her son get away with shit. I let Khalil get away with shit. But bitch ass niggas like to push the whatever you call it, the line or whatever, push beyond means to the point where it's like, you some bitch ass nigga, stop pushing, don't push no motherfucking more, because I done took all that I done taken, I ain't taking no more. So I gave them passes just like I give Ron passes. Everybody get a pass every now and then if I consider you a friend.
Allows old Ronnie Ron to simplistically tell that Negro, was you there? I don't believe nothing Hassan says. Hassan is a complete liar. No, Hassan is not a complete liar. As a matter of fact, nobody's a complete liar. Not even old Ronnie Ron is a complete liar. Nobody is a complete liar. Why would Izzy Doctrine not attack something like Ronnie Ron saying that Hassan Campbell is a liar? Why wouldn't he attack it? Why wouldn't he make old Ronnie Ron show and prove? But Ronnie Ron is so detached from reality. Ronnie Ron is in the business of saving African about it so bad that he even puts his own narrative on the line and says, maybe I'm lying too. Yes, he said that. He wants to expunge African Bambaata's wrongdoing so bad that he has made himself the fall guy. I'm talking about Bee Stinger. I said he wants to expunge African Bambaataa so bad that he even calls his own credibility into question by saying maybe even I'm lying. I think the guy's not taking his meds no more. I know that Izzy was frustrated as hell. Frustrated as hell. When Israel Doctrine tries to invoke the name of Hassan Campbell, old Ronnie Ron Bee Stinger pipes up and says, I don't believe nothing that Hassan says, he's a liar. And goes on to say, you can't believe Hassan Campbell. God damn it, you can't even believe me. Maybe I'm a liar. Talk about trying to free Bambaataa. Oh, Ronnie Ron wants to free Bambaataa so bad that he would call his own integrity into question. He would call his own sincerity into question. I might let you hear him say that because some of you might be saying, he didn't say that, Khalil. Yes, he did. He said even he might be lying. But the reason that Ronnie Ron Bee Stinger says even he might be lying is because he's trying to expunge and free Bambaataa.
That's his perspective. My perspective is them motherfuckers will kill Ron, and Ron do what the fuck they say and don't knock that hornet's nest over their Achilles ass. Ron savage, life is in danger as long as he keep fucking with that circle. Because that circle might hurt you. Who told us that? Hassan Campbell, right?
From the social media thrashing that he's gotten over the last few years.
Who did he get the thrashing from? Troy Star Terrain, Layla Wills, Khalil Lamoney, Hassan Campbell, and those that against him. And he been on his motherfucking defenses so much. When I talk to him, he started talking crazy. And I'm like, what the fuck wrong with you, man? I got a question. But he my buddy. I don't have no problem with him. He joined my movement. He asked for people to join the movement and what happened to the bullshit. So I ain't got no problem with him. There's other bitch niggas out here on YouTube that always had a problem with him, but they scared to open their mouth. Been 8 years, now they come out lying on me.
Don't even believe me is what old Ronnie Ron wants us to believe. Don't even believe me. Maybe I have been a fibber. And old Izzy sitting there with that shit-eating grin on his face like, God damn. I'm trying to be this nigga's friend. I'm trying to hold on to this guy. I want to hold on to Ronald because I don't want Ronald to do to me what Hassan Campbell did to me, what what Khalil Amani did to me, what Layla Wills and what Starr did to me. I'm trying to hold on to Ronald as my last piece of closeness to the Bambaataa story. I need Ronald in the pocket. But damn, Ronald, you're killing me, Ronald. You're killing me.
Do I need Ronald? No. Layla Wills is all I needed. That's why I reached out to her ignorant ass at first. She didn't want to put my conversation in a documentary because it fucks up a documentary. Her son is her star of a documentary. But her son took a picture to murder the damn boy for Bambaataa that would have fucked up her whole shit and her whole thing with Michelle and Barack. But it still fucked. She still couldn't sell the documentary. But it would have been the #1 documentary in the world if she would have put my conversation in the goddamn documentary. She know her son said on Queen's Flip, he took the picture. Then he doubled down, came back again, said he took the picture to kill the boy his goddamn self. Nobody else. I was going to kill that boy for Bambaataa. So he wouldn't open his motherfucking mouth because he was underage. And if we find his ass, we going to lock him up because he's fucking underage children. Everybody want to make him grown. Even the queen ass. The boy grown. He was some underage child. Motherfucker probably didn't live to get grown. How the fuck you gonna say he grown? Motherfucker might not even live to be grown.
You mean Ronald B. Stinger? You mean you don't believe the report by Hassan Campbell that Bambaataa gave him a picture to go murder the Spanish man? You don't even believe that? I mean, it was cool, Ronald. This is Izzy thinking. Izzy's thinking. It was cool, Ronald, when you went against the K. Slay story, when you went against the Khalil Amani story, when you went against the April 1st, 2013 stabbing, when you said that Bambaataa went to the hospital for chest pains. Okay, I let you have that, Ronald. I should have attacked you then, but I let you have that. I shut up. I kept my trap closed. I was mum mouth. I was church mouse quiet. I let that go. But now, Ronald, now you really stepping on what happened to that boy movement by saying that Hassan was probably lying about the picture. And still, Izzy, not being able to man up or muster up the courage to get straight buck wild on old Ronnie Ron's platform.
Buck wild, why do I need to get buck wild with my friend? He saying, I don't believe the shit. What I supposed to do? You don't believe it? Take what the fuck he said with a grain of salt and keep it moving. That's why it goes to show when her son did crazy shit, I took it with a grain of salt and kept it moving. Khalil did crazy shit, I took it with a grain of salt and kept it moving. Her son Ron do crazy shit, I take it with a grain of salt and keep it moving. I told you I'm not a respecter of person. If I do it to one motherfucker, I do it to the other one. You do some shit and I cuss you out and treat you like you a piece of shit that I don't give a fuck to even wipe my ass with or whatever the fuck it is, however I'm going to disrespect you, you're going to get treated like everyone else. If I choose not to do it, you're going to get treated like everyone else that I choose not to do shit to.
And call him a few discouraging names to possibly make him snap back into reality. Oh, Izzy cowered down and allowed that to go on. Oh, he's looking shameful. I said in my last video, he's looking like a real sucker, allowing Ronnie Ron to say the things he says. He has nothing. He has no energy. It's almost like oh, Ronnie Ron just saps poor little Carly Carr's energy from him when they're in the same space. He just saps it. Oh, Carly Carr's square shoulders go like this. When old Izzy's on his channel, his shoulders are broad and he's standing tall. But when he goes on Ronald Savage's channel, he goes like this. He gets the rounded shoulders. Gotta stand. Gotta keep him up there. Izzy? But yeah. I think old Ronnie Ron is not taking his meds. Or those medications he's taking are making him move away from reality. Now let me give you an example of what I mean. Again, I'm going to play a snippet of a conversation, that same video. And I'm going to invoke the Fair Use Clause, Section 107, to use someone's material under the Fair Use Act of Educational and Entertainment and Critical Analysis. So let's turn this off and let us hear the conversation to show you how much out of reality that Ronald Savage is on the most simple things. I mean, Ronald Savage, he was bucking against Izzy on the most logical, common sense, matter-of-factly things. And what you're going to hear is a conversation where Wax Dog is invoked, where Izzy Israel Doctrine is saying that we all know Wax Dog from Hassan Campbell. And I would co-sign that. I would agree with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. For in fact and indeed, Wax Dog came to prominence as a moderator for Hassan Campbell. Big deal. It's not a put down of Wax Dog. I came to YouTube prominence, some would say, because of Israel Doctrine. Okay, big deal. We all come from somewhere. Hassan Campbell came to prominence because of Africa Bambaataa. Ronald B. Stinger Savage came to prominence because of the Bambaataa story. Ronald B. Stinger Savage also came to our attention because of Troy Star Terrain. Hassan Poppy Campbell came to our attention because of Troy Star Terrain. It is what it is. It's not a put down. It's not a belittlement. It simply means people come from somewhere. It simply means no man is an island. We all have roots. We all come from some other space before we become known. And so here was Izzy telling old Ronnie Ron that Wax Dog came to prominence. He didn't use the word prominence. I'm using the word prominence. He came to our attention through Hassan Campbell. Is that a fact or is that not a fact? It's a fact. There's nothing wrong with that. I think even Wax Dog would say, yeah, I got my YouTube stardom and fame as a moderator for Hassan Campbell. And Wax Dog was a beast as a moderator for Hassan Campbell. He did his job well. Right on, Wax Dog. Shout out to Wax Dog. I don't think even Waxstar would disagree that he came to YouTube Street's fame as the moderator of Hassan Campbell. What's the big deal, Ronnie Ron? Why is that even a point of contention? I know you trying to frustrate your man Izzy, but that's not something that you would argue about. I don't think anyone would argue that Wax Dog came to prominence, came to our attention via the Sun train before, and then he jumped off of it and became his own YouTuber in his own right. It's not a put down on Wax Dog. It's not a put down. It is what it is. But listen to this back and forth. Listen to Ronald. I think his meds got him messed up. He's even trying to debate and tell Izzy that he's wrong about what I just said. Listen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop the shit already.
That's part of Hassan shit, though. See, Hassan brought Wax Dog to the community. He brought all these people to the community.
Wax Dog is family, yo. That's my bro.
So?
He still come from Hassan Campbell. I don't care if he was your twin.
All right, but that's my bro, yo.
Did I lie, though? Did I lie?
Nah, you ain't lying.
Hassan bring him to the community or not? Introduce him to us or not?
No. Wax Dog was there before.
I didn't know shit about Wax Dog until he was over there in Hassan Camel chat being his moderator.
Right, but that's you. But other people heard of Wax Dog and knew Wax Dog before some Hassan Campbell. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? You gotta see, that's the same thing that Leda Wells does when,
Hold up. Where did I go wrong? So if I first seen him on Hassan, where do I know him from? I've been around since the beginning.
You can say the first time that you saw Wax Dog was on Hassan's day. You can't say that
people on YouTube for years. It's been people on YouTube for years. But when they evaluated themselves with Hassan Camel, that's when they got an identity to the people. They only know him because they amalgamated with Hassan Campbell.
I agree.
Nah, but you can't say that. You don't know.
I didn't say that. Look at that. Okay, tell me what I know about Wax. Oh, look, you just said anybody can give their honest opinion. And my opinion is he was a fucking nobody until Hassan Campbell gave him some publicity by being in the side check.
But how do you know that? Wax.
Because listen, I knew nothing about Wax Dog. How do I know that? Because I know I didn't know shit about Wax Dog.
Right. But other people did. Let me do a Hassan.
I'm speaking for myself. Listen, I'm not speaking for other people if I'm speaking for
Let me do a Hassan.
Well, other people, fuck other people. See, that's the problem. Everybody likes to throw other people in their conversation. You have to be accountable for what you know and what you don't know. You got to speak from your perspective.
Israel, let me do a Hassan Campbell. Yo,
okay.
I knew Wax Dog.
Okay, so you see, Israel Doctrine was absolutely 100% correct. Now, Ronnie Ron, his argument was people knew Wax Dog before Hassan Campbell. Is that true? Of course, we are all known before anything. That's a real non-cipher statement. That's a real empty statement that people knew Wax Dog before Hassan Campbell. People knew me before Israel Doctrine. People knew Hassan Campbell before Troy Star Terrain. People knew Ronald B. Stinger Savage before Troy Star Terrain. You see what I'm saying? But that's not the argument. The argument is about being known collectively on these YouTube streets. I had a YouTube page years before I was known to everybody that you all are talking about. I'm pretty sure Wax Dog had a page before he linked up with Useen Campbell. That's not the argument, Ronnie Ron. Israel doctrine is correct. The masses of people know about Wax Dog from his work at the Useen Campbell channel. That's a fact. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's not a disrespecting of Wax Dog. It's not a put down of Wax Dog. That's where he comes from as far as getting the notoriety and being known for who he is today. Something's wrong with Ronald Savage to even want to debate a simplistic point like, where does Wax Dog come from? Wax Dog is my dog too. Wax Dog is my social media friend too. Wax Dog is one of my moderators too. This is not about disrespecting Wax Dog. This is about saying the origin of where people spring up from, where they arise from, where they get their notoriety from. Again, even Wax Dog would have to admit and agree that being a part of the Useen Campbell camp at one time gave him his boost and his notoriety. Not that Wax Dog was looking for a boost or notoriety, but when you hang out with people who have far more subscribers than you do, you get seen in the light of coming out of that bigger camp. Just like people who came from Kwame Brown's camp. The Sister T's. Sister T is a product of the Kwame Brown train. Queen Regina, she is a product of the Kwame Brown machine. Even Miss 504, who is known, I knew her before Kwame Brown, but it was Kwame Brown that set fire to Miss 504's channel before she had it taken down. Miss 504 went from a measly, partially 800 subscribers, and then Kwame Brown, the former NBA basketball player, posted her video. And in a matter of a day, she went from 800 subscribers to 11 to 12,000 subscribers. And so people who come along after Kwame Brown blew her up, or people who know Miss 504 as a result of Kwame Brown, would say that Miss 504 is a product of the Kwame Brown train. Even though I knew her, Useen Campbell knew who she was before Kwame blew her up. A lot of people would say that Khalil Amani is a product of the Israel Doctrine train, because it was Israel Doctrine who put my videos up for the conscious community and people to see. I don't have no problem with admitting that I'm a product of the Israel Doctrine train. I was here before Israel Doctrine. He didn't make me, but people came to know me and recognize me, sad to say it, through Izzy's channel. So why would old Ronnie Ron try to debate that Wax Dog was already about it in these YouTube streets prior to Useen Campbell? Because he wasn't. He might have been known to a few hundred people. He might have been known. I'm not talking about outside. I'm talking about YouTube. I'm not talking about the real world. I'm talking about the YouTube streets. Wax Dog is a product of the Useen train. That's just a fact.
Like he's a product of my train. That's just a fact. See, it's certain facts that you cannot fucking argue with. You look like a goddamn fool. And when Unseen Soldier, who is a product of my shit too, try to attack me and then try to say I said or did some shit that I didn't do, shame on you, Unseen. You know better.
Anybody arguing anything other than that is just YouTube dishonest. If you ask 9 out of 10 people about Wax Dog's origins, 9 out of 10 people will take you back to him being a moderator over at Hassan Campbell's channel. Thus, it can be argued that Wax Dog is a Hassan Campbell product who jumped street or jumped ship and became his own autonomous name, and now Wax Dog is a household name in these here YouTube streets. Everybody knows Wax Dog. Everybody knows Wax Dog. But everybody has to understand that we all have an origin and a starting point. Hassan Campbell's starting point was Troy Star Terrain. Ronald B. Stinger Savage's starting point was Troy Star Terrain. Wax Dog's starting point was Hassan Campbell. Khalil Amani's starting point was Israel Doctrine. We all come up out of somewhere. It doesn't mean that the people that shine the light on us, it doesn't mean that they made us. It simply means that people were watching YouTube, and that's where they recognize your name and your face. People were watching Hassan Campbell, and they recognized the name Wax Dog in the chat session as a moderator. And once they fell out, you saw Wax Dog take off. You saw Wax Dog take off and become his own autonomous figurehead.
But it's a shame when you a nobody and then you take off and try to make yourself autonomous when the person you was fucking with had their own autonomy and put your bitch ass on. Ain't that right, Khalil?
That's a fact. And so I agree with Izzy. Something's wrong with old Ronnie Ron. But Ronnie Ron is arguing stuff that doesn't need to be argued. No man is an island. We all have a point of origin. We all have a point of where we became known. Wax Dog didn't become known free of himself, just making a page and just calling himself Wax Dog, and everybody came to know him. We came to know Wax Dog because of his work on Hassan Campbell's channel. It's simply what Israel Doctrine was trying to say. You see, I can argue Israel Doctrine's point better than he can argue his point, because Israel Doctrine, Izzy, is afraid of old Ronnie Ron. He's afraid of Ronnie Ron. So he tempers his words. He checks his speech at the YouTube door. Because, oh, Izzy, Carly, Carl. He doesn't want to lose the respect and friendship of Ronnie Ron. Because Ronnie Ron is over there making a bullshit point that is no point at all. But this just shows you the simplistic nature of Ronnie Ron. The simplicity of a mind like Ronnie Ron, medications or no medications. Ronnie Ron is simplistic. To think that people would say that Wax Dog was known before Hassan Campbell. It's a simplistic argument. Because in fact, indeed, I'm sure there are people who knew Wax Dog before he was a moderator for Hassan Campbell. But that's not what we're talking about. And that's not what Izzy was talking about. We're talking about being known in the world body, in the YouTube streets. We all come from somewhere. I can argue.
Why is he saying YouTube streets? Because there was no such thing as YouTube streets till Israel Doctor made the term famous. And every motherfucker tried to take the king, because I had to give myself the title, the king of the YouTube streets, to keep these bitch ass niggas from just taking the YouTube streets and making it their own shit. He's not acknowledging that though, but hey, that's the fact.
And I can articulate Izzy's point better than Izzy can articulate his point. That's a shame. There's something wrong in the Bronx. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. You know, I was watching, Ronnie Ron is he's a sad figure. He really is a sad figure. I don't even know how who voted for him to get in politics. Ronnie Ron he's not much more. He's probably, I don't know if I can say that. What I'm trying to say, who is really more intelligent, Izzy or Ronnie? I'm not really sure if Izzy has more intelligence. Yeah, I think Izzy, even though he's a high school dropout, he might be a shade more intelligent than Ronald Savage. He might be. They both are low frequency, low vibrational, low intellectual figures. They both are low. But I think Izzy might be. I think he might be a tad more intellectually astute than old Ronnie Ron. I think so. And the reason I say that is because
thanks for the compliment.
I come across Ron's videos sometimes. Most recently, I came across a couple of videos where old B Stinger was. The first video I saw him, he was in a club. It wasn't a club. It was some little atmosphere where there was music going on. It might have been a bar. It might have been the local hood spot. It might have been one of those little, lean-to shack clubs, But I saw him in this little bar club atmosphere. And then he wasn't with her, but there was a chick next to him. And the chick was dancing up on him. And Ron, he seemed almost petrified. He seemed like he was shook. He seemed like he didn't know what to do with this chick that was dancing all up on him. He stood there like this. He stood there like this. He was miffed and mummified. He was statuesque. The chick was backing it up on him and dancing on him, and he stood there like this. He was almost shell-shocked that a woman was paying him attention. Ronnie Ron, and the camera was on him. I don't know if he was holding the camera, but what old Ronnie Ron was supposed to do, if he was holding the camera, or if he had somebody videotaping, whoever had the camera, when the spotlight was on old Ronnie Ron, he was supposed to grab that chick by the waist, get behind her, and start showing out for the cameras. He was supposed to, slap that booty, grind up on her. He's supposed to work up on her, swing her around. He was supposed to show that he's really about it. But instead, old Ron, when the chick got up on him, he stood there like this. Now, we ain't seen Ron. We ain't seen Ron. We ain't seen Ron with the woman damn near forever. And the one time, Jesus Christ, the one time that Ronald had a chance to show out because a woman was looking at him, because a woman was paying him some attention, what does he do? What does he do? Let me show you. I'm going to show you something. Let me show you something. It's amazing when you're trying to find something, you can't find the picture you're looking for. Oh, there it is. Ronnie Ron. When that woman, I wish I could show it to you because I'm not trying to get struck by Ronald. When a chick in the nightclub pushes up on you and be dancing all up on you, you're supposed to exert your manhood and show out, especially when there's a camera being pointed in your direction. But Ron, when that woman was up on you doing all this, all up on you, and you stopped, you would. It tells me you ain't right up here. Because we know it's not every day, Ron, that a woman comes up to you and starts dancing all up on your crotch and stuff. It's not every day. But let me show you an example from me. See, I could talk, but I can give you an example of what I mean when a strange chick just walks up to you and starts dancing. I'm going to show you a video of me. Very recent, because I have the beard on. I'm 61 years old in this particular video. I'm in a club and a strange little chick, white chick. She can't be past 25 years old. I'm 61. And a 20-something-year-old chick likes what she's looking at. She likes Grandpa. And she wants to dance with Grandpa. Do I just stop and do like Ron? Let me show you. Ron, this is what you're supposed to do. Oh, the glare. See, I'm just chilling. Now watch her. Oh, she sees the camera. She sees me. Look at her. She wants to be seen. See? See, I can see? Boom. That's what you're supposed to do, homie. That's what you're supposed to do. When you're in the club and chicks want to bounce up on you like that, you're supposed to give them what they want. But what does Ronald do? Oh, no. I said, what does Ronald do? I said, when you're in the club and these chicks want to get up on you, see how she coming up on me? I'm giving her what she wants, Ronald. You see? I got two white chicks. I'm giving them what they want. They want to party. They want to be a little freaky. Okay. And I'm an old man. I said, I'm an old man, Ronnie. This is what you're supposed to be doing, Ron. If you're gonna do club pictures, if you're gonna do club videos, when those chicks get up on you, you're supposed to handle them. See, you're supposed to handle those chicks. You're supposed to give them what they want. See why ain't gonna come all up on me? It's funny. I'm just making fun of Ronald because he don't know what to do. He don't know what to do. God bless the little boy. God bless the little boy. Yeah, he don't know what to do. Yeah. He don't know what to do. God bless the little boy. God bless him. Let me see if there's anything I want to show. Mm-hmm. Did that one already. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, go over to Ronald's channel. Now let's talk about that incident. Let's talk about that incident. Let me see if I can show. Let me see if I can find the screenshot of the picture. Maybe I can find it. I want y'all to know I'm not making up this stuff. I'm just saying I watch Ron. I'm like, wow, Ron. Ron, you're supposed to be getting up on that chick. That's not it. Let me see. I'm gonna see if it's on his channel. Maybe it's on his Instagram. Maybe. I'm not sure. But I saw this. I was like, wow, Ron, what are you doing, man? The chick is giving you all kind of. She pushing up on you. What you doing, Ron? Get with her, Ronald. Get with her, Ronald. And Ronald didn't want to get with her. I don't know if he was having flashbacks of Bambata. I don't know what was happening to him, but he froze in a decisive moment. Oh, maybe if I go to maybe it's at his YouTube shorts. Let's look at Ronald's YouTube shorts. Maybe find it there. Let's go here, Ronald. Let me see. I just want you to see the picture. Like, damn, Ronald. Shorts. Let's see. Okay, there's one picture of him with some old nigga. Some old niggas in the club. Old niggas in the club. That's not it. This might be it. Let me just see. Nah, that's him trying to perform. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. We gotta see if we can find it real quick. Because it's really weird. It's really weird. Well, let's go back the other way. Let's go all the way. Let's go back the other way. Like, I was really happy. I was actually happy to see Ronald with the chick out dancing, and then, but I was like, wow, Ronald, do something with her. And he didn't do nothing with her. When y'all having a good time, Zulu Nation in the building. Let's see. This might be one. Nope, that's not the one. You know, let me ask you a question. Okay, that's not it. Pass down. Anniversary. You might have just took it off. I don't know. Farming live. Ugh. He know he be hanging out with some old niggas. These niggas look horrible. Having a good time, Zulu Nation. Let's see. That nigga be hanging out with some old niggas. Ronald be hanging out with some old niggas. Like, where are the fly honeys at, dude? I want to be impressed by seeing the fly honeys. Well, that ain't it. So let's see. All I see is him with dudes. Okay, so I can't. So it's not on there. But anyway, let's see. We'll just check his lives real quick. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. But what I wanted to say about that, this is really weird. So he met this. So Ronald meets this chick. Now again, we know this stuff because Ronald puts his business on social media. He puts his business on social media. So when your business is on social media, we can talk about it. We can critique it. So I saw this video of Ronald in this little lounge, this little bar, little night spot. And the chick was and Ronald actually froze. And the first thing I thought about was what he said about when women touch him, he can't hold hands, and because he thinks about Bambaataa. I was like, look at him. He's having a moment. Whenever a woman pushes up on you, just walks up to you and starts dancing around you, most men will dance back. They'll dance back, but Ronald doesn't. He has a Bambaataa moment. He looks at her like, instead of doing what you just saw me do. I'm on the dance floor dancing by myself. There's a white chick and a white guy who know each other. They're talking, and she sees me. She starts dancing, and she comes right on over to me. I don't freeze in the moment. I grab that chick by the booty and get in back of her and work her out. I'm 61 at the time. She couldn't have been no more than 23, 24. But that just shows you the swag that I have, that someone young enough to be my granddaughter wants to put her booty up. A woman young enough to be my granddaughter wants to put her booty up to an old player like me. I gotta see that again. That's just funny. An old player like me. She wants to put her booty up. You see, there's the video right there. This one right here. There I am right there. How old is that woman? Maybe 24, 25? I'm 61 years old. But this fine little Latina honey, she sees something in me.
J. Lee Chronicles. You say I'm in love with Khalil. Khalil getting me paid. Go play him on your platform, bitch ass nigga, and get paid. But you come from me too, just like he came from me. Be happy to exist in the world that I created for your bitch ass. And stop stalking me, please.
I said, she sees something in me. Oh, she's a hottie. She sees something in me that makes her want to stop talking to whoever her friend is. And my friend is recording, and she wants to come and bring that big old fat Latina ass over to me. Look at her. Look at her. Just want to be nasty for the old man. Just want to, and see, I'm not miffed and mummified in the moment. In the moment, I know exactly what to do. Be stinger. In the moment, I know exactly what to do.
Exactly what to do. You haven't been over. See, I hadn't been on my channel. I had my channel over 10 years. I ain't come from you, fool. How the fuck people know you? Because you was talking about me beating on the queen. I spoke on your bitch ass. Then after that, I gave you your first fucking interview. You weren't even monetized or nothing, bitch. What the fuck you talking about? You want to come in and talk, bitch? Don't nobody know who your ass is now. I'll make you famous right now, bitch. You want to come in and talk? Or you afraid? You want to come in and talk or what? Are you afraid? You afraid of the publicity I give your bitch ass and blow you up, right? Because you a nobody ass nigga for us. Now nobody know who you are. Okay, maybe later. Get your bitch ass on, nigga.
Because I'm an old school player. I'm just enjoying the music, chilling. I don't know these people, never met them, don't know who they are. My friend is recording me, and now she wants to come over and be a part of my show. I don't get lost in the moment. See, I put my hand on her hips. I pop that ass. But Ronnie, oh Ron, I wish I could find the video, people. I might find the video and do another part just to show you Ron, how he deals with women when they come dancing up on him versus what you just saw. Because I looked at the video and I said, damn, Ron, come on, Ron, come on. And Ronald didn't do nothing. He just gave you the, she's dancing on, she's all right here dancing. And Ronald's like this. Jesus Christ. Lost in the sauce, lost in the moment. But let's talk about this a little bit more, because that wasn't the end of that little piece of footage that he put it out. Ronald put it out. Ronald, you need to go back to the doctor and get a pill for your manhood. You need to go to the Wizard of Oz and get something for some courage. Because when a chick steps to you and puts her ass all up on you, like she's feeling you, you're supposed to respond. At the very least, dance with her. You wouldn't even dance with the chick. But it gets better, people. So Ronald posts that, and then a day or two later, he starts telling us on Instagram and on YouTube. I forgot, one of those, I don't know where I don't go looking for this stuff. I'm just scrolling at lunchtime or whatever, and you see these videos, whether it be Instagram or YouTube. You see these videos. I don't go looking for Ronald, his content. You just see it. So I come across the second content after the club thing where he froze up. And
you hear his explanation. I just go to Ron Savage channel, and look, and I just see it when I get there and just look. What the fuck are you doing going over there looking? Because you're stalking. I just see Carl shit. Why you subscribe to Carl shit? Why you want to see Carl shit? Jay Lee, like, I just popped up in this chat. I ain't subscribed to him. I don't watch him every day. I ain't stalking him. I just see him playing Khalil, my man, who I love and give head to, and and shit like that. But had no business in my side chat. But I'm at work and I'm doing all this. And unlike you, I got a job, man. I'm at work, fool. Unlike you, I got a job. Maybe later I'll pop up in your side chat, though, and shit like that. Because bitch niggas love to idolize.
Dance with her. He starts telling us a sad story. Evidently, they exchanged phone numbers. Evidently, Ronald really liked the woman. You couldn't tell by the club video because Ronald didn't put hands on her. He didn't dance with her. He didn't act like, he froze up. in the club. But he tells us that they began to talk. They began to communicate. And Ronald tells us that he would call her and the phone went to voicemail. He called over and over and text. Ronald became a bugaboo right out the gate. You know what a bugaboo is? Some of y'all old enough know about that song, Be My Bugaboo, a bugaboo. A bugaboo is someone who won't leave you alone, won't give you breathing room, won't back up and give a nigga 50 feet. Want to know where you at, when you're coming home, what you're doing, what you're wearing. That's a bugaboo. And Ronald became a bugaboo out the gate for this woman. And this is recent. This is the last 2 weeks I'm talking. Became a bugaboo. And then after being a bugaboo and getting rejected, and he kept saying he would call and she wouldn't call. And then you know what Ronald does? Ronald, in classic stalking style, in classic bugaboo style, Ronald says, I kept calling her and texting her from my phone and she wouldn't respond. So guess what I did? I called her from my other phone and she answered. That's a stalking situation. That's being a bugaboo. If she knows this number, but if she won't respond to this number, I got another phone, she don't know this number. Let me dial this number. Hello? Hey, how you doing? I just called you and you didn't answer. Too goddamn ignorant, Ronald, to know that if a woman doesn't call you, she don't really want you. She don't really want you. Even though some women will give out their phone numbers in the club. Yes, they will. They be in the moment. They drinking. The music is good. The lights are dim. You look pretty good. The alcohol has given them a little courage. They give out their numbers thinking maybe down the road, maybe I'll give them some. Maybe we'll see. That's in the spirit of the moment. Women will give their numbers out, and many women will regret it the next day. And evidently, this woman regretted it. So here is Ronald Savage on social media complaining, telling us the story that I called her, and I don't know, and she wouldn't call me back. And then I text her, and then the next day, she finally calls. And then I call her and I said, hey, then she tells me, maybe we can get together this evening and go do this. And Ron says, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And then I text her and say, hey, you want to get together tonight? And I call her and she doesn't answer. And I call her and I call her and I call her. Something's weird. And I text her and she doesn't return my texts. And I text her again and she doesn't return my texts. And I call her again and I call her again and she won't answer the phone. It keeps going to voicemail. Oh, it's going to voicemail because she blocked my number. Oh, she blocked my number. Well, I know what? Since she blocked this number, I'm going to call her on this number. Hello, hey, how you doing? You okay? I was worried about you. This is what he says. He says the woman blocked his number on this phone and he calls her with a different phone and then tells the woman, I was worried about you. How are you worried about a woman you just met? It was clear, Ronald. It was clear when you kept calling her and your number goes to voicemail. It is clear that she put you on the block list. When you are put on the block list, it means they're not fucking with you. It means that whatever happened in that little hole in the wall, in that little juke joint, in that little nightclub, in that little hotspot, it meant that it was a one-night thing. It was a fluke, and she don't want to mess with you like that, Ronald. But you're to be a 57-year-old man, you are so green and so ignorant just about women. And like Izzy, you don't have no shame. This is a story that should have never come to our attention. You should have said, okay, well, I guess she ain't feeling me. I'll throw that number away. But instead, you bring that story to YouTube for sympathy when this woman clearly doesn't like you like that. And you're so hard up for a relationship with a woman that you can't even see that this woman didn't like you, even though she gave you her number. This is why I always say, and I said this recently, this is why I always say, when I was a young whippersnapper, when I was in the club life, when I was a player, when I was dating, when I was trying to get all the stank box and punani I could get, it's a fact. It's a fact. I never asked a woman for her number. Never. My game was, I'm going to give her my number. That means she has the option to call or not call. It also means that if she calls, she's thinking about me, as opposed to taking her number and I call her the next day and she got to change her mind because her nigga came over and gave her that D last night and now she don't want to mess with me no more, don't want to talk to me. But an old nigga like Ron, he should have figured out many moons ago, don't ask for a woman's number, give your number. Because a woman who will call you, it means that before she made the call, she was thinking about you.
Oh,
before she could dial the number, she had to first think about the guy she met in the nightclub and said, he was fine. I want to talk to him.
Damn, listen to that player.
And when you pick up the phone, Ron, hey, this is Ron. Hey, this is Gloria. You already know that the power is in your hands now. You already know that the ball is in your court because she reached out to you. And so it's a safe assumption that she likes you, she's feeling you, and she wants to get to know you further. But when you ask for a woman's number and you call her, you don't really know her mind state. She could have given you her number that night. The next morning, another dude could have came over and banged her out like it was nobody's business and made her completely forget about the fact that she gave you her number. And you call her 20 minutes after she had 3 orgasms. What do you think she gonna do? First thing is she may not even answer the call because she might, I don't know who this is. And if she does answer, she's gonna, after just getting off a big one, she gonna be like, well, I'll see, I'm busy and I'll see if I can get back with you. All right, well, maybe tomorrow we can get together, do something. She gonna give you the blow off because she just got blown off. But you would think a man of Ron's age would have the common sense to know how this whole dating game goes. No, he doesn't. And this is why you see Ron, whenever Ron is out in the clubs, in the media, he's only out with some old rusty butt Negroes who are just, one cheeseburger away from a stroke or a heart attack. You never see Ron with the woman. Because the bottom line is, Ron is socially awkward. Ron doesn't know how to communicate with women. And if you go search down the video that he just did about a week or two ago where he was in the club and the woman pushed up on him, it was clear that Ronnie Ron is socially awkward, that he doesn't know how to deal with the attention and affections of a female, of a woman. And why does Ronnie Ron, if you listen, whenever Ronnie Ron talks about women, he never calls women women. Just listen to him. Ronnie Ron calls women females. I might use it here and there, but Ronnie Ron always calls women females. That in and of itself is a telltale sign that this guy is not a grown-ass man. He's a grown-ass male. That's what those 20-year-old boys call women. That female came through. That's what the young say. The young use terminology in their 20s. They say female. But grown-ass men in their 40s and 50s and 60s, we don't call women females. It's almost denigrating. It's almost disrespectful. We say, I met a woman. I didn't meet a female. But listen to Ronnie Ron's conversation when he talks about the opposite sex. He's still socially and sexually inadequate. He's still socially and sexually clumsy. He doesn't even know the right nomenclatures and words and verbiage to call grown-ass women. I was dealing with the female. Nigga, you 57. I was dealing with the female. Yeah, I met this female last night. Nigga, you met a woman last night. Listen to him when he talks about women. What man in his 50s walks around talking about a female? Oh yeah, I met this female. Is that a New York thing? No, it's not a New York thing. It's a young man thing. Niggas in their 20s, yeah, man, female. Yeah, I went around the female house and, I hit that female. I knocked out. She gave me that dome. That female gave me that dome. When you're in your 50s, you don't say female, nigga. You say woman. You and Izzy both. Ronnie Ron and Carly Carl. No wonder you all like each other. No wonder you get along.
Do I say female? Anybody out there that like to speak in the side chat, you can speak now. Do I say female?
Because both of you are social misfits. Both.
I get on ass in the club. I slow dance all of that. Them days gone though. You go to the club now. You get on some ass, but I don't trust ass in the clubs. Dudes be bent over and shit. I don't just go get up on any ass. And if you close enough to look like Running Ron was looking at him and shit, like the queen said, could have been a man. Motherfucker, but check these niggas out in the club nowadays.
You are social misfits. You got one guy over here, Izzy, who boasts and brags and comes in these YouTube streets just to tell us he ain't put his dick in a woman in 20 years. Yeah. He ain't felt the warmth of a vagina in 20 years. He ain't sucked on breastises in 20 years.
And I'm proud of it. I boast about it. What you gonna say? Well, he did it. Meaning I'm just not as big as who as you. I can control my whoredom.
Hasn't exploded, had an orgasm in 20 years inside of a woman. Wait, what kind of man? Likewise, you got Ronnie Ron. We don't know when the last time he's had some vagina. It's not our business. It's not our business. But people are out here putting these things on social media for us to talk about. Izzy, I ain't had no sex in 20 years. Ronnie Ron, I call her, I kept calling her, and then my number, I called her, and then my number, it went to voicemail. Oh,
See, that's what happen when you ain't chasing pussy. You ain't got to call and call and call, and they don't call. Or you don't have to get your number, and they sitting up thinking about you and still ain't going to get the dick because you don't want to give them the dick. I am the man, a grown-ass man that do what I want to control the sexual nature of myself and women.
Oh, she blocked me. Oh, I'll call her from another phone. This is the mind of a misfit. He's socially inept. He's a social misfit. This is why you see Ronald B. Stinger Savage hanging out with a bunch of old Zulu niggas. A bunch of old Zulu niggas.
Carl don't hang out with niggas or women. Carl is a homebody that stays to himself.
Post it on YouTube like we want to see that. Yeah. A bunch of old Zulu niggas. That's all he does. I got friends. When I go out with my friends, and they come from all races, black and white, if I'm not out with my wife, I got friends I go out with. I got friends. I don't post a picture. I don't post videos of me and a bunch of old niggas. I just don't do that. No. Or I hang out with my children. I go to South Beach with the children. That's one of my beautiful daughters. I don't hang out with old niggas when I'm in the club. I hang out with my wife, my grown children, or good friends and co-workers. And we all looking good and we dancing. That's my baby girl. No, she would never be with a dude like Ronald Savage.
She probably get a nigga all kind of dumb. Give me head.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. She looked like she might get real hella dumb. Her gag reflexes may be gone. I'm just saying. Piss that nigga off. She got gag reflexes, Khalil. Do you know or do you not know? Experience will tell, won't it?
I said, I go to clubs with my wife. There's me and my wife. That's what I do. I don't get dressed up and hang out with a bunch of old niggas in Katona Park and get drunked up with and gotta walk around with a gun on my hip. I'm 63 years old. Ronald's just 5 years younger than me. Why ain't you got no videos like this on your page? You with a fine woman, a girlfriend or a wife. This is what I do when I'm not on YouTube. I don't want to post videos of me and some old niggas and drunken in Katona Park missing teeth and shit. I want to post videos of real life, real black love, real party and stuff like that. Dressed up, nice clothes on, my wife looking good, look like I'm gonna sop her up on a plate with a plate of biscuits and syrup. Ronald Savage is a misfit, I tell you. He's a misfit. And even when I go out, with some of my friends, someone I've known for over 20 years, we still have fun, little flirting, little romance. We still get it in. I got friends that are 25, 30 years younger than me. That's what we do in the club. Ronald wants to show us pictures of him in the club with old niggas. Just a bunch of old niggas. I think that we should be like, oh, Ronald, he's living the life. Nigga, you ain't living no life if you 57 years old and every time you show yourself in a club or a bar, you got a bunch of old Zulu niggas around you. That ain't living life, nigga. That ain't living life. Me in the club with my other daughter. This is my other daughter. Let me see if you can show her. I'll show you. That's her right there in the pink. That's my daughter right there. She even giving a chick a little booty action. But I'm in the club with my kids. My grown ass kids.
Your daughter giving another woman booty action. Is she gay? Oh, she got what, 2 sons? I guess after having them, it was like, fuck dick. I don't want to have no more babies. I'm just going to go to the club and get, because I know you got gay ass nephew, LGBTQIA nephew. You was out in the club with his big lip LGBTQIA plus looking ass and all that. Got a couple grandsons look like they LGBTQ. I see why you wrote that book now, because you want to leave that legacies to them kids. And if my ass was gay, I wouldn't have no problem. I guess you don't have a problem.
Maybe they'll show me, maybe they won't. But I'm in the club. There I am. I am with the dashiki on. Right there, that's me. That's me. There I am. There I am. That's me and my other daughter. Me and my other daughter dancing.
That's him. That's the other daughter. That's him. That's the daughter. Khalil, why you don't turn around and turn her ass up? I thought you was turning ass up when you go to the club. You just bump his shoulders there. Too explicit for the YouTube audience. Play the other video, nigga.
That's what you want to show. That's what you want to show. Yeah. But you be in the club with old niggas, posting old niggas on YouTube, like we want to see you and some old niggas. We want to see where the honey's at, nigga.
All right, y'all. That's the show. We've been here damn near 2 hours. That nigga did damn near a 2-hour video. Jay Lee Chronicles. Whenever you want to bring your bitch ass over when you get off work and the white man telling you to go in there and bend over and take that dick up the ass and everything else, you can come over to the show. You can make some YouTube money, nigga. But I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace. Have a good day. Thanks to the 6 people that stayed and watched. I ain't know that my content of Khalil content, which is copyright infringement and everything or whatever the fuck they want to say, was so entertaining to y'all. But I'm out. Peace.